New this morning, yet another hit and run involving a pedestrian here in Albuquerque. This one happened just after 10 o'clock last night. It was here at Central and Concha Street Northeast. It's just west of Eubank. Police think it was a maroon sedan missing the left mirror that hit the person, then took off. Westbound Central was closed down for a time while officers investigated. It is open again this morning. The person who was hit was rushed to the hospital. Police say the person went through surgery and is expected to survive. Well, at 5:03, we're still waiting to hear more from Albuquerque police about what could be a child abduction.
This all started last night when APD says a woman called 911 saying that she thought she saw a man kidnap a girl. Police combed the area near 60th and Avalon in the northwest part of town. And at last word, APD was still saying that there had been no official report of a missing child in the metro. They also don't have any description of a child or possible suspect because the woman apparently has changed her story several times. But police were taking the claim seriously and still investigating. We'll update you as soon as we hear more.
A warning for you this morning. Someone is pretending to be with the U.S. Marshals Service and is trying to steal your money. The Marshals have gotten a number of reports of someone calling people here in Albuquerque and Santa Fe, telling them to pay a fine for a family member who's in jail or who hasn't paid taxes. The Marshals Service says it never asks for money on the phone. Well, Albuquerque's fire department needs a few good men and women because they are short on firefighters.
Now, they say there is no crisis, but they don't want to take any chances. It's why they are taking a proactive approach to boost numbers. AFD Fire Chief David Downing says that the department has two qualifications for its applicants. You have to be 21 and you have to have a basic EMT license. But the standards for EMT certification are going up. Plus, Chief Downey says that a change in retirement pay means they could lose more of the experienced firefighters they already have. Just last year, over 40 people retired. It's why he wants to recruit nationally.
If somebody were to have a national registry EMT basic license, we could bring them in and hire them and then train them to the New Mexico standard. So we're looking to increase our applicant pool through some other means. That, of course, also allows us to recruit veterans that have been trained through their military service.
Chief Downey says recruiting trained personnel will help cut down on costs, shorten the time it takes to train recruits, and get them on the streets faster. The Albuquerque Area Firefighters Union president says they look forward to working with Downey on the new initiatives, but hope to see higher wages to help attract more recruits.
The New Mexico Health Insurance Exchange will continue to use the federal website through next year, even though a lot of people say that website is to blame for low numbers here in the state. According to Albuquerque Business First, the state board voted 11-1 to stay with the federal exchange. That's healthcare.gov. Board members are worried the state was not ready to launch its own exchange. They feared a repeat of all the problems people ran into when using the federal site. They say the state's exchange does not have a contract for a full call center to be up and running by November. The New Mexico Exchange interim CEO says the delay will cost the state an extra $3.6 million.
Detox services at a Farmington recovery facility could be doomed, according to the Daily Times. The Four Winds Recovery Center may have to quit offering a protective custody detox service because of a 54% drop in county funding. The facility serves the Navajo Nation as well as the Four Corner region. The center's director says it's only a matter of time before the center will stop providing the detox program. The center holds 39 beds for its detox unit. Developing this morning, there is a fix in the works for the Veterans Health Program. The chairman of both the U.S. House and Senate Veterans Affairs Committees have reached a tentative agreement on a plan to fix long patient wait times. The VA has been scrutinized by the wait times and falsified records covering up the delays. There's a news conference sent to discuss the compromise plan, which still must go through a couple of hurdles before being approved today. The plan is expected to make the VA more accountable and help with its recruiting doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals.
An irrigation district is cutting some water that farmers depend on. The Middle Rio Grande Conservancy District says it's stopping new deliveries to the water bank for now. The district says there hasn't been enough rain and the Elvado Reservoir is too low. The district says this is the policy when it's short of water. Lake levels at Hedon, Elvado, and Elephant Butte are all expected to drop by the end of this year. That's despite all the monsoons we're getting. And the ABQ Biopark has some special events planned this week. Tomorrow, folks who want to see the zoo animals at night can do just that. It's all part of the Twilight Tour at the zoo. You do have to register ahead of time, and you get a guide. Tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for kids. You do have to register again. I checked this morning. There are spots still available. A lot of times these things fill up fast. And if you can't make it out there, later on this week, Green Sky Bluegrass is playing Friday night.
Oh, fun.
And when you do that, the zoo's open late for a couple extra hours, so you can go see the animals at night too. There's just no tour guide.
Take advantage, I tell you.
Yeah.